Your front door from a pro-life group that is trying to keep Fargo's abortion clinic from moving to Moorhead. They say a grassroots campaign starts today. The clinic director has indicated they have a new location in Moorhead because abortion is about to become illegal in North Dakota by the end of this month. Minnesota State Representative Tom Miller, who is one of the people behind the Pro-Life Action Ministries, says while they don't have any legal way to stop them, they are planning to make that move problematic.
And we are also going to do grassroots community work. So we are going to be going to people's doors.
Meanwhile, in Minnesota, where abortion is protected for now, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey signed an executive order yesterday to protect women seeking an abortion. It bans city staff from giving information to other states or jurisdictions about patients or abortion providers. Flags across the country this morning, including ones in North Dakota and Minnesota and at the White House, are ordered at half-staff today in honor of Indiana Congresswoman Jackie Walorski, who was killed in a car crash yesterday. She and two staff members were killed when an oncoming car crossed the center line and hit them head-on. The other driver also died. Colleagues are mourning the sudden death of a Minnesota sheriff's deputy this morning who was found dead over the weekend. Ramsey County Deputy Dallas Eddiburn didn't return home from his Sunday shift, and while searching the area between the station and his home, officers found him dead inside his vehicle. A preliminary autopsy showed no signs of injury or trauma. Eddiburn was seriously hurt in March of last year when his squad car was hit by a stolen vehicle that was running from police. He was able to return to full duty status after some rehab for his injuries. One man is in jail accused in a deadly stabbing in Grand Forks from last May. Kindy Jallo is charged with murder and tampering with evidence in the death of 67-year-old Douglas Elgert. Court documents say that Jallo was at the scene and admitted to investigators that he threw away evidence because he was afraid of getting into trouble. Authorities say the victim was stabbed multiple times and DNA showed Jallo's fingerprints were on the murder weapon. A dog is being tested for rabies after attacking an animal control officer and a police officer in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. Two dogs had jumped out of a fenced yard and were causing problems for utility workers in that area. An animal control worker who responded was then bit in the leg, and a police officer was also attacked. Police then shot and killed one of the dogs to stop the attack. The other dog was not hurt. 6:54 now on this Thursday morning. Let's check your forecast. Nice, bright, sunshiny right now, Lisa.
Good morning. Yes, a nice start to the day. We've got quiet weather for your step out the door and your drive to work. We're looking at some good conditions here. Temperatures are also pretty comfortable out there too. Fargo, we're at 57 degrees. Moorhead, 55. The wind out of the south at about 7 miles per hour. So the wind light so far, but that's all about to change. We're going to see that wind pick up. We'll see temperatures start to soar as well. So it's going to be a lot hotter and windier heading home from work than it is heading into work. Quiet out there, so that means nothing on the radar map right now. And as you're making your plans for today, maybe during your lunch break, stopping off to get some ice cream, well, we're looking at temperatures that are going to be pretty hot this afternoon. You're going to want to eat it fast. It's going to be melting. We're looking at a high of 90 degrees and that windy weather concerning us for the afternoon and then continuing on into your Friday. It's a first alert weather day. We're looking at chances for storms in addition to some very hot temperatures. Want to make sure that you are taking precautions for Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday cooling right back down. So we stay on this roller coaster for a few more days.
Yeah, buckle up for it because we're in for quite a ride here, especially with that first alert weather day tomorrow.
Yeah, you know, hot, that's a concern about affecting you. Of course, during the day when we are looking at heat index values, it could be 100 or so. And then on top of that, we've got to watch out for severe storms. Make sure you're checking that VNL weather app regularly for updates.
It's a good tool. Lisa, thank you this morning. Now 6:55, Minnesota DFL Governor Tim Walz and presumptive GOP nominee Dr. Scott Jensen went head-to-head for the first time during a debate yesterday, sparring on the economy, rural issues, and the pandemic. Walz and Jensen contrasted their ideas during a forum at Farm Fest. That's an agriculture expo 2 hours just southwest of the Twin Cities area. The discussion lasted more than an hour at Farm Fest, but the most heated moments centered on the state's COVID response when Jensen was putting Walz on defense of his policies during the early months of the outbreak, including executive orders that shut down businesses and schools. The governor says he was proud of how the state handled it. Minnesota's primary is Tuesday, although Governor Walz and Jensen won't likely meet until the November general election now. You can find all of their voting information on what you need to know on the Valley News Live website under the Elections tab. North Dakota U.S. Senator Kevin Kramer is one of the Republicans who voted against the PACT Act, but then changed his mind. The PACT Act, also known as the Burn Pit legislation, helps improve health care for veterans. Kramer says he and other Republicans were against the Democrats using the bill to increase the budget for non-Veterans Affairs uses. He says he also wanted amendments added to that bill. Grand Forks Public Health is offering the Novavax COVID-19 vaccine next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But because of the limited supply, only designated clinics will offer the vaccine. You do have to schedule an appointment. Do that online by clicking the link on this story that you'll find on your VNL News app. Clean cities, wide open spaces, and room to play. Those are just some of the bigger attractions in North Dakota's new Find the Good Life campaign. The State Commerce Department is relaunching the program to help bring job seekers to the state and connect them with employers. The campaign has been active since mid-June, and more than 300 people have enrolled for its services. Minnesota is turning into a Hollywood of the North after state lawmakers passed a tax credit program last year. 6 projects got the green light to film here, bringing more than $10 million to Minnesota's economy. Projects include 3 movies, 2 TV shows, and a commercial. Most filming is taking place in Minneapolis, but also in Duluth and in Stillwater as well. Country fans around the area, around the region even, have been counting down the days for the start of WeFest. It is now here. The Valley Today's Jillian Trudeau joins us live from the Sioux Pass Ranch near Detroit Lakes with what we need to know. Good morning, Jillian.
Good morning, Jordan. That's right. I'm here at the Sioux Pass Ranch, where you can see behind me there are Jason Aldean tour buses rolling in and getting ready. So we haven't seen any celebrity sightings yet, but they must be getting ready for the headline tonight. And as is the stage crew here with this new stage here at the WeFest. And the first concert will be at 2:45 tonight. Hitchville will be playing, and if you haven't gotten tickets yet, they will be online.
Yeah, Jillian Trudeau reporting live there at WeFest. Other big names, Luke Bryan's going to be there. I'm most excited for Tanya Tucker on Saturday, though. Jillian reporting live. Thank you. A downtown Moorhead restaurant is overwhelmed with the outpouring of support over the past few days. Construction on Center Avenue is making it harder to get to Thai Orchid in the Center Mall in Moorhead. Owners say the past 2 months have been the worst situations they have dealt with since opening 8 years ago. But since making a Facebook post a few days ago, the tables have been full, and they are now sending a big thank you to the community. After seeing how Thai Orchid was struggling, the owner of the Nines clothing store purchased $500 worth of gift cards to give away. The Nines is now also offering a 15% off of a purchase when you show a receipt from Thai Orchid through the month of August. In return, Thai Orchid says that a customer with a receipt from the Nines will get a free Thai tea through the end of the month. She has a nose for hidden cash. The Minnesota Department of Public Safety has a new canine that can sniff out money. Canine Bia is working with the State Alcohol and Gambling Enforcement Division. She can detect cash hidden in homes, buildings, vehicles, or even your own backyard. Once she finds it, she sits down and walks in. The Today Show and CBS This Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. Have a happy Thursday.